Alright guys, we have chapter 18 that we will be presenting, and that is Sport and New Media. This is Ryan Boyd and I'm Kevin Noonan, and we will get underway by talking about history of new media, and that starts with the development of the internet. Obviously the internet has gone through a lot of different transformations over time. Obviously, the internet now is not what it once was back in the 60s. But the three phases include innovation, institutionalization, and commercialization. In the innovation phase, which took place from 1961 to 1974, the goal was to connect computers across campuses to create, a main network between all the different students on campus, and things of that nature. The second phase is institutionalization, which took place from 1975 to 1995, and this used government funds to expand internet use for military communication and other governmental projects. But now we're in the phase of commercialization, and we've been there since 1995, and that's the expansion of the internet just beyond these two uses.
Now, transitioning from the history aspect of this chapter, you go straight into that commercialization phase, which is what leads to our introduction to social media. And social media has become a huge part of what is our society today. And it begins with this, just a very, very, like I said, brief introduction with a definition of social network. And to define it, you'd say an online area in which people who share common ties can engage and interact with one another. As I said, a fundamental part of our society today. And a couple of examples that we will talk about throughout this presentation will be Facebook, Twitter, blogs, podcasts, online video content, and mobile technology.
Obviously, we'll start out with Facebook, which is arguably the most popular of social media. At least it was when social media kind of first became developing in the earlier 2000s. But Facebook is reached by over 100 million users daily on average. Over that many people log in on a daily basis. So that just goes to show how popular it is. And it's popular because of its simple design, it's consistent, and it's user-friendly. Obviously also, Facebook has a very broad appeal. It used to be just for college students, but now it's used by any type of individual, whether it's someone in their late 30s, 40s, trying to seek past people that they have known in the past that they're trying to reconnect with, etc. The list goes on. And also it's benefited from media exposure. Obviously, the movie, The Social Network, just goes to show you how popular it actually is. And it is utilized by sports industry in two main ways, and that is from group pages and fan pages. Group pages are made to rally support for a cause, and it promotes a one-time event. So let's say like a charity football game, something of that nature. That's what a group page would be for. And also fan pages. And these are, whether it's teams or individuals, and these are developed by sports brands to interact with a fan base. And the example that we have here for a Facebook fan page is the NHL page. As you can see, obviously it just allows a place for users to post, vote on polls, post pictures, things of that nature. And obviously it's considered one of the best fan pages around, very well organized, a very good page. Representing a fan page is the NHL fan page.
Now, as Kevin said, originally Facebook was probably the premier, maybe MySpace perhaps before, but one of the premier forms of media, social media. But now Twitter's kind of emerged, and Twitter has become very, very popular amongst really, whether it be journalists, whether it be just random people. Anybody can use Twitter, and it's really a form of micro-blogging that allows users to send and read short messages referred to, obviously, as tweets. And I have about 140 characters to say whatever you'd like, as often as you'd like, whether it be thousands of times a day or just 1 or 2 times a day. But this, as it says, a micro form, so short messages, short thoughts, whatever it may be. And it's kind of a unique form of social media that's really kind of exploded here recently. And it's utilized in the sports industry in a couple of ways. And one way is that it breaks news on anything from transactions to game day promotions. Now, whether it be an NFL and NBA, any of those number of things, they can tell you exactly what's happening within the organization. It's huge to have a Twitter. And the other thing is that it can relate or reach out to consumers and fans. And a good example of this, as we're going to show you here, is the NFL Twitter page. Now, with that little check there in the top tells you this is the official page of the NFL. And as you go down here, it has all the breaking news. Anything you could want to know about the NFL is right here in short bursts, links to articles, whatever it may be, just a fantastic source of information that can be used by such a big organization.